This episode of Capes and Lunatics is brought to you by Tweaked Audio. Get awesome headphones, go to tweakedaudio.com and use the coupon code Southgate to get 30% off, free shipping, and a lifetime warranty. Or you can get there through the link on our website, southgatemediagroup.com.
This is Luca Perich, and you're listening to the Capes and Lunatics podcast.
Burn.
Hello and welcome to another week of the Nightwing News. I am Phil. Joining me, as always, is...
I'm Kristen. Hello.
And we are back to discuss the final episode of Batman Prodigal. Wow, it's been a month already. It just flew by.
Yeah, that's wild.
4 parts, yes, because tonight we're discussing the final 3 issues: Batman Shadow the Bat 34, Detective Comics 681, and Robin 13. All from January 1995.
Wow, 25 years ago. Dang.
Yep.
Woo-wee.
Doesn't seem like it, huh? So yeah, I was gonna say no new comic book news because there's no new comic books yet.
No, not yet, but maybe this month, right? Probably this month.
Well, DC started releasing without Diamond. The usual distributor. I know last week was all reprints, including a reprint of Nightwing 70.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So I know
we'd already done that one. So
yeah, Diamond's supposedly at the end of May, but so I don't know if DC may be releasing some new books before that. So,
but Nightwing will probably be the end of May because it's usually late in the month, right?
Maybe. I know, and I know they said they're going to be releasing stuff. They're not going to just slam everyone with like a normal week at once. I think they're going to start off slow, just a couple new books at a time and stuff. So.
I guess we'll see.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, Lord. Are we not going to get Nightwing 75 until watch like the fall or, something?
Okay, let's just stop. Let's not even think about it right now.
I know. And I want that Catwoman 80th anniversary special.
Well, and now there's supposed to be a Joker one coming out.
But yeah, they were both supposed to be out in April. Was it April? Yeah.
Oh, they both were? Okay.
Well, yeah, because they both, their first appearances.
Yeah, they both came out in Batman.
Batman number 1, yeah.
I was stoked, though, that they remembered that Robin came first, and so he got his beforehand.
That's right. Because it was in the detective issue, yes.
All right, I guess let's get to the main event.
Yes, all right.
So
Batman
the Shadow of the Bat episode issue is all with Tallyman. And I think I mentioned a couple of weeks ago when I was just flipping through, Tallyman doesn't seem like that scary of a villain, but he is very creepy looking, in my opinion. The way he is drawn with such long lines and those huge teeth, it creeps me out for sure. Yeah,
I mean, he's like a mob hitman. I mean, he really only showed up like one other time in the comics. I believe it was during yeah, Jean Paul Valley was Batman.
Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, how scary. I mean, yeah, he's kind of scary, when you got a gun pointed at you, but I mean, that giant top hat and stuff, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is he doesn't seem that scary, he just looks really creepy.
Yeah, because, yeah.
And it's the teeth. The teeth are freaking me out.
But yeah, it opens up with Dick's already been captured by Tallyman. He's tied up, and Tallyman's pointing the gun. He's like, "Are you Batman? Oh, you changed your costume."
He's like, "Yes, I did."
Because then they get the flashback about how, Tallyman led Dick into a trap, by making it seem like someone was crying out for help, but it was just a trap. Yeah. And then I guess he grazes him across the forehead. Shouldn't there be some kind of Kevlar or something in that cow? Yeah,
you would think.
Although, what kind of gun is...
That's like your head is a pretty important part of your body. Maybe there is Kevlar, and it's because it's so close up.
Yeah, it looks like Tallyman's holding a bigger gun. Not like here where he's holding the revolver. It looks like a bigger gun he shoots him in the head with. What is with Dick and getting shot in the head? Here,
I don't know.
And then at the end of, when Bruce came back, the next time Dick is Batman, he gets shot in the back. Dr. Hurt shoots him in the back of the head.
Yeah, that's true. The back of the head.
And now the whole shooting by KG Beast that, put us in the situation where we're now.
And it's not being shot in the head, but in Injustice, he gets hit in the head, and then he hits his head on a rock and dies.
Seriously, I mean, what is with everyone going?
Your head is an extremely vulnerable part of your body, so I mean, it does make sense that head wounds are.
People are just angry because he's such a pretty boy. They always go for the face or the head.
I guess, but they never hit the part that will make it not pretty. I mean,
true.
I mean, the back of the head that's covered by your hair. Oh no, I messed up your hair.
Well, Tallyman went for the forehead at least.
Yeah, but, he doesn't know, but Dick has such amazing hair. He could grow it out to cover any smoke stars.
Oh yeah, at this point, definitely.
Exactly.
So yeah, Dick's...
But anyway, I mean, this is an interesting issue. There's not... Well, I would say the big thing in this issue is the big reveal of just how messed up, I would say, John Paul Valley was, because Tallyman reveals that John Paul Valley made like little tally marks all on his skin in the shape of a bat. And that is messed up.
Yeah, with his claws. Yeah, because Dick's even like, he's talking about a new costume. It must have been Jean Paul. That's why there's no record of this in the Bat computer, because, he wasn't one for like keeping records and stuff. Interesting enough, I believe that, it was like a two-parter. The whole thing with Jean Paul and the Tallyman, I think, was Shadow of the Bat 19 and 20, so it actually wasn't Shadow of the Bat.
Nice. Well, yeah. Like, we don't really need more proof that Jean Paul Valley was...
Oh, no.
Not the best choice, but here's another bit of evidence that he was not the best choice.
He was programmed basically from birth to be an assassin, yeah. Because we get like a little flashback.
And then we also, again, get flashback of Dick's life. Like, do they really think there are that many people reading it that don't know who he is?
I know, and it's kind of weird to do it in Prodigal Part 10.
Yeah. Like, oh, hey, in case you just jumped into this midship, here you go.
Well, I guess we're out of Two-Face stuff, so I guess we got to...
Yeah. I mean, it's fine. I always like it, but at the same time, you're like, this is at least the second time we've had this in this in this series.
But I mean, yeah, Tallyman's basically putting the gun at Dick and making him play Russian roulette with himself. But yeah, we see flashback to the circus and his parents dying and Bruce Wayne taking Dick in and
and then while Dick has his little secret razor thing while he's cutting the wire, more flashbacks. And I love how very true to old timey. We've got Dick in a sweater vest. Yeah.
Oh yeah, when he left.
That's right.
He left college.
Sweater vest.
Yep.
The sweater vest again. Although I believe it is a different sweater vest. Let me check. Yes, it is. The first sweater vest is a V-neck sweater vest. The second sweater vest is a crew neck sweater vest. So, boom, multiple sweater vests.
He gave up the role of partner because his mentor was afraid for him.
Yeah, that's one way of putting it. That's still a going thing in 95, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Was the stuff. I know, and then failure, and then he's like, he left college, failure. I was like, you're not a failure if you leave college. Even though I teach at college. Anyone who's listening, you're not a failure if you choose to leave college. College isn't for everyone.
It wasn't for him. But he joined the Titans, and they have him becoming Nightwing.
And then he was the wrong man. Which partially was because a bunch of the Titans changed. I mean, by the end of the Titans run, it was completely different people.
Oh yeah, I mean, look at that last panel. Look at that last panel. The only original one in there is Donna.
Right.
I mean, Roy's there, but
yeah, he was an original new Teen Titan.
Yeah.
Which one is Roy?
The one in the
one at the back.
The one in the long trench coat. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Okay. Yeah.
I mean, truthfully, I know that was kind of brushed under the rug, but I wouldn't want to work with that woman. The woman who, like, after I got raped by Mirage, made fun of me. Yeah.
That's the other thing. That's the thing I was thinking about the other day. We need someone, after he gets his memory back, we need like an issue where like Dick's in therapy, because I mean, when you think about it, Dick's been raped at least twice. He's been shot in the head how many times? I think we need an issue of him sitting on the couch talking to somebody.
Yeah, definitely. Well, in one of the New Teen Titans, he does go to therapy at some point.
Yeah, but I mean, stuff has happened since then.
Oh, yeah, no, definitely. I'm just saying, yes. At one point, they were like, yeah.
So, yeah.
And then he's like, oh, it seemed to be going well, this failure. Like, it's not a failure that you got captured by one person. You went to, I mean, I know I would be like, but, you went to save someone.
Yeah.
You did the right thing.
Oh, but yeah, after he leaves the Titans, even love went cold on him. The one relationship he thought he could depend on dissipated like dust on the Gotham wind. Well, yeah, long-distance relationship's not going to work.
Yeah, particularly when it's like multiple planets and galaxies away. That's that brings a whole new meaning to long distance.
Oh, exactly. Exactly.
But anyway, then he starts beating up Tallyman.
Well, yeah, after he breaks free.
Which, here's another thing. Tallyman freaks me out, but also I feel like, I'm always bad at pointing at it. Yeah, here, this one, Tallyman, that is really not a smart outfit. I mean, look how it's all the way down to the ground, and it's not flowy at all. Like, that's really going to impede your movement.
Yeah, it's like, think about if you were, like, trying to fight in, like, or do anything, physical and, like
run away?
Like a big ball gown or something, something that goes all the way down.
Yeah, but if you had a ball gown that was poofy, you'd be able to, but this is, like, all the way down, tight dress, like, no.
Or, like, a wedding dress or something.
Yeah, like, Tallyman, geez. Tell you're a man, you don't think about these things through. And he won't be like, yeah, dude, you don't want to dress that long and that tight. Get a clue.
But
this is funny how Dick was like, whoop.
Yep, kicks him through the window.
Tosses him in. Gets him all tied up in whatever that machine is.
Yeah, it looks like a bunch of gears. Yeah, catches that.
Because again, don't wear such a long outfit when you're trying to be a villain. Rookie mistake, Tallyman.
Yep. So, yeah, Dick turns it off, and Tallyman's like, oh, thank you, a very decent action. The debt you owe is canceled. And he just thinks he's going to walk away.
And he's like, yeah, I saved your life, but you got to go to jail.
He's like,
what? No.
He's like, you've admitted to killing dozens of people. You're not just walking away.
You can just walk away, bro.
And he kicks Dick and says, I can't allow that.
He gets him all tied up.
So yeah, they're fighting.
Like a little
Tallyman climbs up and tries to leap off this, I don't know if it's a crane or something. And Dick just catches him with a bat rope around the legs, around the dress.
Yep, and there he goes, flying away.
Oh, and I guess Tallyman can slip out of stuff like that, so he ties him with a second line. He's like, get out of that.
Yeah.
But no, this one was fun.
Just to make it interesting for you.
Yeah.
Well, he tied his feet. Now then he ties his hands.
Yep. But yeah, the
cops are there.
Yeah, the cops show up. Yeah, this one's funny because Dick even makes the comment. He's like, Tallyman was trying to kill him because he thought he was Jean Paul, but originally Tallyman went after Jean Paul thinking he was Bruce.
Yeah, that's some intense transitive property there.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah. And then the moment, something he doesn't understand yet, but maybe soon he will. So again, that's horrible. This slight angstiness at the end. Right. And then we're going into Batman, and this is Detective Comics featuring Batman. This is the penultimate issue. So the last two kind of flow into each other.
Yeah.
So this is the last bit, and what's happening is somebody, yet again, is killing gangsters.
Yep. Whatever it was big, scary, and bulletproof.
Yep.
Yeah, because Batman and Robin are getting a first-hand account from a survivor. Came through the glass 50 stories up. He was armored and had claws and wings. So, after Batman and Robin take off, Dick's like, you know who this is, right? Azrael.
Yeah, and so I honestly have mixed feelings about this issue. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's fine because the thing is, as Bruce says at the end of this issue or the beginning of the next one, I forget now, that there's nothing, I mean, you can't just immediately guess who the person is. You have to go through the process of eliminating people.
Oh yeah, you're gonna eliminate every possibility. Yeah,
right. It just, I don't know, makes me a little bit sad that Dick's like, I think it's Azrael. Tim's like, no way.
Well, I think between Bruce picking Jean Paul over him, and then that whole fight we covered in Detective 677, I think Dick just was looking for an excuse to go after Jean Paul.
Yeah, that could be. And it would make sense, of course, that Tim would know. I mean, Tim worked, sort of. He was around Jean-Paul Valley much more.
Oh, yeah.
So he would, of course, know him better.
But yeah, Tim's even like, Bruce said he's harmless now. When I love Dick. Bruce is an infallible Tim. He's been known to be wrong. He was the one who left that lunatic in charge, remember?
Which is funny, and I feel like that's a very interesting dynamic, and I think it pops up sometimes, and sometimes I think people, particularly depending on like who their favorite Robin is and what where their loyalty, they're like, saying stuff like Tim's much more loyal to Bruce and that kind of thing, and I don't think that's what it is. I think all of the Robins, when they're newer to the game, tend to be like, yeah, Bruce always knows what's up. Whatever Bruce says goes. And as they get older, they become less attached to like, Bruce is always right.
And I think even though Tim still has his father, I think he sees Bruce as a father figure. Meanwhile, Dick's like the older brother. You're more likely to tell your older brother he's wrong. It's like, no, stupid. It's not Azrael.
Right, yeah. No, I mean, but Dick's, like, Tim being like, well, Bruce said this, and Tim being like, hey, Bruce isn't always right. And it's like, okay, in this case.
Well, yeah, especially the history Bruce and Dick have. Yeah, Dick's more likely to say,
right.
yeah, no, he's not always right. He's the one who kicked me out. He's not always right.
Right. But I think as Tim gets older, Tim comes to realize that as well. I think this is more a function of Tim being so new to it, not that, like, Tim's automatic go-to is like, oh, yeah, Bruce always right. Because, of course, later on, once Tim starts joining teams like Young Justice and stuff, he clearly sees times when Bruce comes out like,
oh, yeah.
Isn't nice. Anyway, I just think that's kind of interesting.
Oh,
but, they're working together really well.
And
that's a good drawing, I think, of Dick actually looking like Dick and not looking like Bruce.
Oh, yeah. He looks younger.
So many. Yeah.
But, if not this year, maybe next year we should cover some, I love Tim's Red Robin series, and Dick appeared sporadically through there, when he was Batman again, so.
The one where he says, those guys are wearing sunglasses at night, that's how you know they're very, very cool.
Oh, maybe. But yeah, I just love.
I mean, that's the one time when Dick's in. Uh-huh.
I love Tim's Red Robin series, so I'm always looking for an excuse for that.
Okay, maybe later. Yeah, I haven't read all of it. And then this is good. Being friends.
What?
Like, we gotta go check it out. Take the rocket. I'll drive. I mean, I would assume Tim could drive the subway rocket. I mean, I don't think there are like rules about. I mean, they're both probably driving it illegally because you probably need a special license to drive a subway.
And as long as you keep it on the rails, yeah, I don't. It's not like you're on the rail. But yeah, because there's a call. There's another attack. So.
Yep, and whoever it is gets away, so they're not able to determine. And Dick's still like, it's got to be Valley, and so Tim's like, I don't know. Why don't we divide and conquer?
Well, yeah. After the Batman and Robin show up, yeah, all the gangsters are like, oh, there's more freaks, and they have to take them now.
So Tim goes back and does some stuff on the computer about basically finding whatever he thinks the next mobster will be.
Handy Andy, yeah, because he's either the next victim or suspect number one.
And then Dick is following through John Paul Valley's life history to see if he can find where he went. Yep.
Let me see. Tim's checking out his suspect, and the henchmen are like planning to shoot him.
So long and the short of it is Dick finds where Jean Paul Valley is and realizes, yep, Tim was right.
Yes,
this guy can't do anything.
The rescue mission. Yeah, because, Jean Paul barely knows what planet he's on.
Yeah, which is that? Like, why is that? I mean, Bruce didn't... That's not because of what Bruce did, is it?
I mean, he was crazy to begin with, but I mean, spoilers, their final confrontation in the cave, Jean Paul had his helmet on, the night vision, and Bruce, let the sun in or something, so I don't know if it, I don't know, it's just so weird, because, it seemed to, break whatever mania he was under or whatever, and then, I mean, the big problem was Jean Paul let somebody die, a villain die, and then Bruce is like, oh, I guess, I don't know if it's because he knew Bruce's secret identity. Bruce is like, yeah, go ahead, find your own destiny or whatever. It's like, okay. If this was anyone else who let somebody die, he probably would have arrested him, but okay.
Alright, then it finds out that Tim found the person, but then, it is at this end. It comes back to the cave. And he's like, okay, your instinct, you were right, Tim. You say, I told you so. Right, and then Bruce says, the only guesses that are wrong are the ones you overlooked, so it wasn't, a bad thing to go check out Jean Paul Valley. You needed to, if you thought it might be him, you should rule out a suspect. Then we find out that this new dude is some random guy named Steel Jacket.
Yep, it looks like an armored, pterodactyl or something.
Yeah, I don't know. But as Tim says, it's kind of a groomy name.
Yeah, but yeah. Oh, that last page, Bruce, I'm home. You did expect me back, right, Dick? And Dick's like, I'm not so sure.
Yeah, and then I have no idea why they have Dick say, I'm not so sure I did, Bruce. Really? Why would you not expect Bruce coming back? The man's completely obsessed. There's no way he would come back.
I know, but and maybe... Was Dick just saying that to hurt him, or was he like, I mean, I know your back was broken at first, but he's like, you left Jean Paul in charge.
I mean, it doesn't make sense, because the whole time, up until this point, Dick's always been like, just when I'm getting good at this, he'll come back. I don't know. That doesn't really make sense.
Yeah, I don't know if he was just trying to be confrontational. So, yeah.
But also, I want to say, Bruce's outfit is so interesting. I like it, except for, what's up with these super short sleeves wearing gloves? What? If you're wearing a jacket, don't you want it to cover your entire arm?
He might have been doing some construction, because we don't find out until No Man's Land that he was building satellite bat caves all over Gotham.
Of course. But that's not a construction outfit either. He kind of looks like he just came back from hanging out with Ra's al Ghul or something. That's what it reminds me of. I think he wears kind of a similar outfit in the Batman the Animated Series when he's in that Demon's Quest outfit or an episode or something.
Looks like he just came from the Temple of Doom.
Anyway, I just liked it. I was like, Bruce, I'm liking that outfit, except for what's up with those short sleeve jacket. Weird. Yes. Doesn't work for you. Okay. Yes, now the Robin. I feel a little bit bad because this is a Robin issue, so it's supposed to be, it's Tim's issue, but I don't really find the fight between Tim and Steel Jacket all that interesting.
Yeah, and it's weird. It's I don't know if did they plan this it was going to be in the Robin issue, or I don't know, because it's there's two different artists, because I think there's one artist on the Tim stuff, and then there's a different artist on the Bruce and Dick stuff, which I like that art better.
Okay, yeah, you're right.
Because it says there's two, and if you look at it, the art styles look different, so.
Yeah. So, anyway, never fear, everyone. Tim, although he goes flying around town, led by Steel Jacket, he's okay, and Steel Jacket gets caught by the cops.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he basically just he's hanging on while Steel Jacket flies around town, yes. But that's not what Kristen wants to talk about.
No, it's not what I want to talk about, though, because it's just they're flying around town kind of thing. It's interesting, but it's not what I read.
I think it was just to keep Tim busy during this whole thing.
Right, yeah. So then we have to be okay, see there, Bruce took his stupid jacket off somehow.
But again, Bruce is always so difficult. Where have you been, Bruce? That's not important right now, Dick. It's really?
I know. Well, yeah, I mean, I know. So I feel like some of them, they say kind of ridiculous things, but at the same time, he's I thought you'd be glad to see me back. Well, depends on why. How long? Not now. We can talk about this when. Like, what? When are we going to talk about it? Like, are you back forever? Are you just taking it back from me? Like, now is the and he's like, not now. We're like, no, now is the perfect time because nobody else is in the cave.
Yeah.
So, anyway. And so Jake's like, no, we're settling this now. Next one. So he's like, oh, what do you want to say? There's so many things I wanted to say. And then finally, even though it's been years, although years in real life, I don't know how many years it's been in comic life, they're like, we never really discussed how we dissolved the partnership. And Bruce is all like, oh, there was nothing to say. You'd outgrown it. You needed to strike out on your own. We didn't need words. Bruce. And I think, I like the first part of what Dick says. Like, you're hopeless. You know that. You never need words. I wish he'd been like, you never need words. Other people sometimes need words. I like that first part, and I would then like the rest of the quote better if he was like, you never need words. I would like words, like others of us need words. Because then he's like, you never question, you never examine yourself or the people around you. And like that, I don't think that's true, and I don't really know why Dick would say that. I mean, I guess he's mad.
I mean,
so it's like the first part of the quote, I really think is perfect, and then the second part, I'm like,
I think it's implied because I always hear it like, you never need words, you never question it, kind of like putting the emphasis on that. You like, yeah, that's
right,
you.
Yes, yeah.
Regular human beings need words.
Yes, yeah. So, but I would have, yes, so I get that. I think it's just the, like, you never examine yourself or the people around you part that I'm like, why would you say that? Bruce is, like, always, that's part of Bruce's problem, is he's always examining himself. Sometimes he's way too self-focused because he's, like, in the rabbit hole.
Too many questions you never asked yourself. I think that's the only thing you're afraid of.
Yeah, and to a certain extent, I think, I get some of it, but I think there could have been better ways. I mean, this is just like a nitpick. I think there could have been better ways to phrase it that it would be more clear that Dick is like 100% right. If he instead of saying like questions you've never asked, and then if it was more like questions you don't ask about your relationship with other people, if they had tried to make, because I think that's part of the, I mean, it's kind of a minor thing. I mean, they fix it, but then he's like, that's why he came in. And when Bruce is like, you don't know how I quit. When he's like, you can't begin to know what you're saying. Like, I do understand Bruce saying that because I feel like they didn't have Dick's be as exact as he could have been. Because it almost sounds, he's like, Bruce, you never question yourself. What? No, of course. Like, that's one of the biggest things that Batman does. Part of his thing is he doesn't question and think through how his actions are going to affect other people.
Yes.
And that's what I feel like Dick should have been. And I think that's what he's trying to say, but it doesn't come out as clearly and incisively as I wish it had.
And I like the whole thing with the wording. I think the problem is I like this issue, but I think the whole conversation with Bruce and Dick should have gotten its own full issue. Mm-hmm. I mean, it basically gets half an issue here because Tim's the other half of the issue. I think this conversation needed its own issue. Yeah.
If they could have like condensed, or if it was, added another one on, or like. Yes, or like this, or like not have Robin be the ending. Like have a Batman issue where they ended it and had this conversation, and then Robin's issue where he's taking care of Steel Jacket could have been just all Robin, and like not tied into Prodigal at all.
Yeah, I don't know if maybe they wanted Robin to be the last part to maybe boost sales on Robin, maybe. And I mean, on the one hand, it does kind of make sense because, it's in Robin and it's Dick and Bruce talking about how Bruce kind of messed up at the end of the Robin thing. So, like, yes, it does make sense. But yeah, you could mine a ton out of this. Mm-hmm. That being said, though, I think it would be a stretch to have an entire issue of Tim getting flown around by Steel Jacket. Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, these are too many panels of them just flying around. Like, come on, I get it.
Again, they wanted an excuse for why isn't Tim in on this conversation, I think.
Right, yes. Yeah.
But I love this part where Dick's like, you never question yourself. I don't think you can, because then you think everything's going to fall apart. And Bruce is like, you don't know how I question myself and everything I've become, the right of it, the wrong of it. As as they're staring at Jason's costume.
Right, and that's why it annoys me. Why I wish they had made Dick's words a little more precise. Because yes, particularly when they're looking at Bruce, yeah, obviously Bruce is questioning all of this stuff. The problem is Bruce is questioning himself and not thinking about how it affects other people.
Yeah.
That's the problem. And so, yeah, that just a little bit annoys me. That's like, the words that Dick says are only half true. Like, if you just take the words, the literal meaning of the words, he's wrong. Bruce, of course, questions himself. But he's really trying to get at this issue of you don't let people in.
Yeah.
And you don't think through how what you're doing and the questions you're asking yourself. Because it's very evident in all of aside from the awesome, New Teen Titans version, when Bruce fires Dick, Bruce is only thinking of himself.
Yeah.
Bruce is like, I'm too nervous that you're going to get shot and die. I can't handle that. You have to stop being my sidekick because I can't handle it. So just do your thing.
I mean,
I like that.
Yeah. I mean, Bruce does question himself, but it's just he doesn't let anyone else question him and say, hey, maybe you're on the wrong track.
Right. And he doesn't question, and Bruce questions himself, but he doesn't question how his actions are going to impact other people before he takes those actions.
Oh, yeah.
And so, that's what I really wish Dick had made clearer in here.
Again, you only have half an issue, so it's like you kind of get
right.
the point. But yeah, and then Dick's going off on him. It's like, you left Gotham, the Gene Paul, and, you hardly knew him, and what you did know didn't recommend him for the job. You left Tim alone with a lunatic. The kid could have been killed.
And so this part I like better because it is like, yeah, Bruce, what were you thinking? Like, why? But again, the problem is Bruce isn't thinking how his actions are going to impact other people. Yeah. Like, how is Dick going to feel that you pick some random person to do it? And it's like, you think, oh, I'm trying to say you're your own man and I don't want you to clean up my messes. But that's a decision that he should be able to make for himself.
Well,
you should call him and ask. And if he says, thanks, no thanks, kind of thing. And you're like, Bruce, you didn't think through. I mean, granted, he didn't necessarily know Jean-Paul was going to go super insane, but he didn't think through how is this going to affect Tim, because it was a very bad situation for Tim, and Bruce didn't think that through.
But again, Bruce is making excuses because during Nightfall he was like, "Oh, Dick's his own man now," but here he's like, I know I didn't know your situation. I knew you were working through some problems, and that's when Dick's like, "Yeah, problems." He's like, "And I thought there was one guy who'd have faith in me."
Right. Yeah. Right. That's what I mean. That's the thing is like he should have called Dick to say, "I can't think of anyone better to fill in for me, but I understand if you can."
Yeah.
Kind of thing. Like he should have. Yeah. You can't just be made. I mean, it's a problem that Bruce has, and then honestly, though, like at some point, it kind of seems like all of the bats have it at some point. Is they are like, oh, I don't think people should know this bad thing, so I'm just going to make this decision to not tell them. Yeah. And then, of course, that's exactly it blows up in their face later when people are like, why didn't you tell me? You're like, oh, well, I didn't want to upset you, kind of thing. And they're like,
yeah,
I needed to know that.
And I think they boiled Dick's whole feelings down to one sentence. He goes, you picked a stranger over me. You left everything to a stranger, not me. Exactly.
And you didn't even ask me. Yeah, I mean, it's like, I thought you would have had faith. I thought you would have known that I could do it.
You basically...
Or at the very least had the courtesy to ask me.
You basically left my inheritance to a stranger.
But I don't even think it... Yeah, I mean, the inheritance almost makes it sound mercenary. Yeah, it's not... It's like, I thought you would have had faith in me that I could do it.
Yeah.
And know that I could work with Tim. What's up with that? So, yeah. I mean, that's definitely good stuff. Okay, skipping over...
Yeah, the Tim stuff. Oh, and then Bruce. I never knew you wanted to follow me as Batman. Well, I've thought about it.
I've thought about it. But also, it's like, I know you needed a substitute. I mean, you should have asked. And you left before we could ever discuss it. If I left before we could discuss it, you mean you fired me before we could discuss it? Okay.
It never crossed your mind that maybe he wanted this, Bruce?
Yeah. But then, you fought your own fights. I didn't have the right to call you back. And then, thankfully, it finally gets down to it. It's like, the right? I would die for you, Bruce.
Yep.
It's like, Bruce, just ask me. I want to help you out. Get your head out of your ass.
But again, Bruce, but I couldn't ask you to. I didn't know how to.
It's like, well, you just pick up the phone and say hello.
I mean, on a certain emotional levels, I mean, I think it's pretty evident Bruce Wayne stopped growing on certain emotional levels the night his parents got killed.
Right.
So.
Right. That's why his biggest problem, and again, why I wish they could just clarified a little bit more. Yeah, Bruce, of course, questions himself. He just doesn't question how it's going to, or if he does question how it's going to impact other people, he questions himself like this much, and he questions how it's going to impact other people like this much.
Well, again, and I think, too, it's like...
And that's where he gets led astray.
I think on a certain subconscious level, Bruce isn't even aware of. He's afraid, if I let people in, they're gonna die.
Right.
Because when you think about, now that I think about it, that whole version, where the Joker shoots Dick and that's when he fires him, maybe he freaks on like a certain subconscious level because, how were his parents killed? They were shot.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why he got rid of Dick, and then it's like, oh, hey, I'll bring in someone younger who hasn't been shot yet.
Yeah, but, it doesn't really get developed properly.
Yeah, I know.
I will just say, so this is cool, this picture, but that bat freaks me out every time.
Yeah, that's weird.
Like, I dig it, I get what's going on, but it freaks me out.
It's like the bat symbol, but they actually put like a picture of a bat in it. That's
weird. A bat symbol with an actual bat, and it weirds me out. The I
don't know if that was like the artist's choice, or if they were like, yeah, put
it's the nose. It's the bat. It's like too zoomed in on the bat nose. I don't know.
I think that would have been. I think it would have carried more weight if they had the actual like black and yellow bat symbol behind them.
I mean, I get it. It's cool. Just on the personal level. Every time I see that bat, I'm like, ooh.
Yeah.
It's freaky. But then finally, yes, I love this I love this page. Look how much I like it. I even have a flag on it, so I can always immediately go find it if I want it.
She reads it every day.
So after all this, Bruce is finally like, okay, this is the part I'm not good at. You reached an age where you couldn't be the boy wonder anymore. You outgrew it. True, a distance grew between us. I left so many things unsaid. I handled it all wrong. Truth, yes you did. And then, but because we don't actually have time to adequately discuss this, because we only have a few pages in somebody else's book, we immediately sum up to, that's the way it always is, isn't it? I don't know what you mean, the way what always is, between fathers and sons. That's why I like it, because it's got my between fathers and sons.
Yep.
But
it's
also a little bit sad, because I don't know. I mean, I'm not a son, so I hope it's not always that way between fathers and sons.
No.
But maybe when your father is Bruce Wayne, it can be.
Yeah. But yeah, so after Tim comes back from helping the cops take down Steel Jacket, he comes back to the cave and Dick's in his Nightwing suit.
I know, but I love how he doesn't notice it right away. He's just like, oh, come back. Then wait, it's like a double take.
Takes him three panels. Wait, what? Why are you in
like in a cartoon? You're just walking by, like, what?
Does that mean you're giving up on being Batman, or?
Bruce, you're back. And then it's so funny. Their faces, they're like so shocked. But then I feel like it's kind of a letdown for us in the next because it's like a new it's so
yeah.
No, I know, but I mean I get why they're. But I feel like it's a letdown because it's so much shadow.
Yeah.
Well, I'm like, I don't really get a chance to see what it is.
Yeah, because it's a new suit. I guess they were trying to build suspense, but basically all it is like I think it's like all black. It's like an all black costume. So it's like, okay.
Okay, yeah, because I mean, at first I was like, oh, is the big thing because he's got the symbol on? But Dick was wearing the yellow and...
Yeah, no. Well, yeah, basically all it is, instead of like gray and blue, it's like basically all black now. So
okay.
Again, maybe it was just like a thing that boosts sales or something, but I mean, it's not like a big, huge change. It's just the color scheme has changed.
I don't know, but it's just for us because I don't have the issue right after.
Yeah,
this.
here I'm trying to pull up
somewhere up in the attic or whatever, but I'm reading it in here, so it's just they're so shocked, and then I get to the page and I'm like, oh, it's a Batman suit.
Yeah, it's not. Trying to find a clean image of it. Yeah, it's more black and gray. There's like no blue in it, and yeah, I'm trying to find a halfway decent image. But yeah, it's nothing that it's basically like. Did you read Contagion and stuff. It's basically that. It's that suit.
Okay.
Let me see. Yeah, can you see that? I mean, that's the suit. It's nothing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's not that different.
I mean, same details, like I said, just darker colors. You know, because Bruce is a changed man. Bruce has been gone for
the change he should make is I'm no longer going to let strangers be Batman. That would be a wise change. Because I'm not going to leave my Robin in the hands of a maniac. That would be a good change.
I'm trying to remember. They never said how long Bruce was actually gone, right? Was it weeks?
I don't know. It's part of the magic of comic books. Timey-wimey, who knows?
I mean, it's...
Who knows?
I don't know. It just seemed like it was...
All right. Last thing then, before we go, I want to show you the Robin Bronze Age Omnibus. Look at that, baby.
Man, don't hurt yourself picking that up.
I know, right? It's weightlifting for me, because I'm pretty weak.
Did it say how many issues are in that?
Many. So it's got a lot from the 60s, and then once he goes to college, it's got those couple little page things he has in there. It's got every issue of Batman Family except issue 10. So I have all those up in floppies. I'll have to double check what issue 10 is. And then it's got some other ones after, late 70s, then into Detective. So what happened is Batman Family actually was selling really well, and Detective Comics Batman wasn't selling that well. So they dropped Batman Family and merged it into Detective Comics. So
didn't do the backups and stuff.
Yeah. So instead of Detective being just Batman and then Batman Family being everybody else, they brought everybody else into Batman. So that they could get that. So I have not read it yet. But so I also have Showcase Presents, the ones that are in black and white. There's a Showcase Presents Robin the Boy Wonder. And so some of the late 60s and the early 70s ones when he's first at college, those are in the Showcase. But they're not in color. But I think a few of the Batman Family were reprinted in the Bronze Age Batgirl ones, but I think then a lot of these other ones, this is the first time they've been reprinted, and certainly this I think is the first time ones like that, like this one is in Showcase, but it's not in color. So this is the first time they've been printed.
So what is that?
And the other thing,
I was gonna say, what is that Robin Omnibus number?
It's just the Robin the Bronze Age Omnibus. So it covers I think this will be the only one because it covers the whole time. Like it's got all the.
Oh yeah, because a lot of those are backup stories, so they will fit up.
Yeah, so it doesn't. And when they did the Batgirl ones, because they did 2 Batgirl omnibuses, but they were a little bit smaller. I mean, I would say between the 2 Batgirl ones, they came out to more pages than this. But I'd say the 2 Batgirl ones were each 500 or so they probably come to about 1,000. This one is this one's about 900 pages.
Oh.
So, over 900. Yeah. It's about 909 pages. So, yeah. I think they just decided to do one.
Can I ask the price tag on that?
Yes, I had pre-ordered it, and I think with taxes and stuff, I think it was $95.
That's not too bad.
So,
I mean,
but not too bad for the one. I usually keep a pretty close watch on the omnibus ones because I like that they're big and fat.
Yeah,
and they have all this stuff.
I mean, that's not bad. I mean, it's 900 some pages. Is that hardcover? Looks like it's hardcover.
Yeah, it's hardcover.
Yeah, I kind of figured it'd be somewhere around 100.
So yeah, I mean, it's interesting. So I got it on Amazon, and so yeah, I think it was 80. Well, you know what?
Plus tax, so it came out the 90
yeah.
something.
So, but right now the next one that's supposed to come out is the Batman Golden Age Omnibus, where they print everything. I think they're up to 8, and the 8 is still selling on Amazon for $125, which leads me to believe that not that many people are ordering it, because what happens is as more people order it, the price comes down.
Oh yeah, because if they can sell more, yeah. Huh.
Trust me, I've pre-ordered a lot of things, so I'm like very tuned in with the.
I'm just surprised that, like, I mean, we love Dick Grayson, but I'm surprised more people aren't buying the Batman over the Robin thing. But unless maybe because it's the era, it's reprinting. I don't know.
Well, they've also started to do like the soft cover. They don't have as many Golden Age stuff too. So I don't know, because I used to buy the Batman Chronicles, but then they stopped doing that because they started doing the omnibuses. Okay, yeah, it was when I bought it. It was $89.16. Let's see if I go right now. See, currently it's $93.25. That's why I got a pre-order. But yeah, and then I think, as I told you, I wanted to show this because. What do they call these? The end pages crack me up. They're all these different sketches of Robin's disembodied head floating around. And I love it. Actually, I think a few of them are just Dick Grayson's head, too. Yeah, some of them, because he doesn't have any mask on. So,
and I'm sure I don't have to ask this, but you would recommend this, right?
Obviously.
Oh, obviously.
I mean, if you love Dick Grayson, you should totally get it. The Batman Family ones I like. There's a lot of Batgirl in those too, and yeah, there's just some pretty cool, interesting stuff. And I find 70s comics, particularly when Dick's in college, very interesting because there is kind of like a certain kind of radicalism, agitation, anti-Vietnam War kind of stuff that you like really do not see anymore at colleges. I find comic books to be a pretty interesting look into some of the issues that were going on in the 70s.
Oh yeah, I'm looking. Oh, you might have got a deal. Yeah, right now the Robin the Bronze Age omnibus is $93.25.
Yup.
Batgirl, the Bronze Age Omnibus, Volume 2. Oh, they got a Joker one, the Bronze Age Joker. Batman, the Brave and the Bold. Damn, they're expensive, but I'd buy all of those if they weren't so much. Oh, do you have Teen Titans, the Bronze Age Omnibus?
Yes.
I figured. Yeah.
Also, Teen Titans Silver Age. Between the two of them, it's all the original Teen Titans.
Oh, nice.
I also have new Teen Titans. I don't know. It's kind of dark out, but I'll see. Allow me to move my computer. I will show you my treasures, everyone.
Oh, what, your bookcase?
Yep.
See, look at her. Taking us on a tour of her house. None of my other co-hosts do this.
Okay, here we go. There's the cat.
Hi, Nightwing.
It's like, why are you waking me up? Okay, here we go.
Wow. See, people, this is why you should subscribe to the YouTube. Is Dick Grayson...
There we go.
Is Dick Grayson in all of those?
Yeah, pretty much. So yeah, we've got the Young Justice ones over here.
I see Grayson. Is that every issue of Grayson in that book?
Yeah, that one's only a one, yeah. So... the little Young Justice ones. Oh, these I enjoy. The comic book, the comics that used to be in the newspaper.
Oh yeah, they've done that.
There's a really classic one where Dick has to dress up as Marie Antoinette.
Yeah, I think they all do that because they've done that for the Spider-Man newspaper strip too. Oh,
the old-timey Super Dictionary. Bought that sucker on eBay. It's so hilarious.
No,
so hilarious. I can't recommend it enough. This one I think cracks me up the most. DC's greatest imaginary stories, as opposed to all of these other Batman stories that are real.
It's all out of continuity stories.
Nah, I know, but this is the one that contains that famous meme where Batman's slapping Robin across the face.
Yeah. Oh wait, I think I might see one that's not Dick Grayson. Do I see a Lois Lane on there?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I do have Lois Lane, yep. Well, I mean, the Batgirl ones.
Oh, okay. Well, I didn't know if Dick showed up in those, though.
Yeah, he does. He's in some of them.
Yeah.
Okay, so then these were the Chronicles. Dick's not much in this one. He only appears right at the end. His first appearance is the last issue.
Yeah.
Volume 1. Okay, so then I haven't bought on Golden Age Omnibus 1 and 2 because I have these.
Yeah.
The Chronicles. But so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So once I decide to buy 8, this is its spot. Okay, Absolute Black Mirror. Batman. Some just like greatest story. I don't know. These ones I got used on.
Yeah.
On Batman World's Finest. So those are the like 50s ones, you know, the ones. Oh no, wait. These are the ones before they started being together. So you know how World's Finest, up until the 50s, it used to be they were together. Batman, Robin, and Superman were together on the cover.
Yes.
But then Batman had its own story and Superman had its own story. So these two, the archive editions, Batman, the World's Finest 1 and 2, that collects all of those. And then it goes over to World's Finest Silver Age, which is when they're together. Yeah, so some like Dark Victory and random stuff. Yeah, Grayson. So then this is where it goes. Yeah, this is the one where some of the stuff is, but it's in black and white. Robin the Boy Wonder.
Oh wait, did you say?
Look at what we have here, Phil.
What? Oh, I bet you got a good price on that.
Yep. This, if anyone from DC ever watches, which I highly doubt. Okay, we've got Robin Archives 1 and 2. I need the third one. I need the original. I need the Origin of Crazy Quilt. Come on. I've waited 10 years. This one came out in 2005, and this number 2 came out in 2010. Thought maybe the other one would come out when he turned 75. Nope. Okay, then Teen Titans Showcase. But then there, Teen Titans Bronze, and then Silver. Okay, alright, then those are the 4 new Teen Titans ones.
So did you say you have Batgirl the Bronze Age Volume 1 and 2?
Yep, that's right.
Okay. So I was going to say they're on eBay, the set of both of them for $129.
I don't think I paid that much. And then, yeah, then the World's Finest ones. Got the Bat mangas and stuff like that. Up here. Nope. So there we go.
Nice. See, people, subscribe to the YouTube. You can see it all.
So, yes, that's...
Probably the world's biggest Dick Grayson library outside of DC itself.
There's my... I don't know. You probably have some.
I mean, I got issues, but I don't have all that old, like all those, like, you know, Golden Age and Bronze Age. Yeah.
I like the old stuff. It's the historian in me, I suppose.
I mean, there's probably holes in my Dick Grayson collection until his first ongoing series, maybe.
Nice. I like books, so it's like...
Yeah, it must be nice to have, like, the collected stuff. Yeah, mine, I got more of the floppies than anything else, but yeah. Yeah,
and I mean, those are cool, but, you know, it's nice when you're... I mean, it's not like I could ever afford to collect those old-timey ones in the floppies. Yeah. Like... So, yeah.
All right. So, thank you for the tour.
You're welcome.
All right. Anything else before we get out of here?
I think that's everything.
All right. So, you can send us your thoughts on Prodigal since we've covered it all. Or next time, we're going to be covering Nightwing Alfred's Return.
That's right. Because one thing you might have noticed, there was no Alfred in the cave at the end.
Yep. Because Bruce ticked him off at the end of Nightfall, so well, where did he go? Where did he go? Tune in next time. So yeah, do your homework. Next time will be Nightwing Alfred's Return, and then at the episode after that will be the mini-series, Nightwing 1 through 4. Nice. Yes, and then we get into the ongoing. Yes. The first ongoing.
Yeah. I mean, I'm a fan of the first short series because that's when he gets the third and best costume.
Yeah, the suit. Yes. But I love
where he gets finger straps.
Yes, but I love the ongoing. Yes, we get introduced to this strange little town called Bloodhaven.
Don't insult Bloodhaven by calling it little. It's a city.
I know, it's like you never hear of it until, you know, Nightwing #1. It's like, oh, there's a city worse than Gotham. It's like, wait, what?
Why didn't you start there then?
I know. But anyway, yes.
I'm sure we can decide. It recently became worse than Gotham. How about that?
Maybe. So, so send your thoughts on all that. Email us, capesandlunatics@gmail.com. Call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And remember to follow Nightwing News on Facebook, Twitter. Follow the YouTube channel so you can see Kristen's impressive library. Find it all in one convenient place. That's Linktree, linktr.ee/capesandlunatics. And remember to support the sponsors, Tweaked Audio, Hunt to Killer, Pod Life the book, now digital and paperback. And while you're buying that, go pick up Dick Grayson, Boy Wonder. You just saw it on the video right there. That's what made the collection complete, Dick Grayson, Boy Wonder. So go pick that up. And when you're on Amazon buying those books and your omnibuses and anything, use the link for Southgate Media Group right down there in the show notes. That's right. Podcast or the video, it's all down there in the show notes. Use the link for Southgate Media Group. Help support the company because these do cost money to put up. So send your money to Rob.
Go back and look at my history, and you will find out I am right so much more often than I'm wrong. I get so much right. Mark my words.
That's right. All right. And I know you won't plug your book, so I already did it. Dick Grayson, Boy Wonder.
Everybody saw it, so it's there.
It's complete. It completed the set, that library. Your Dick Grayson library will not be complete. Hey,
it brings it all together.
If you want to build your Dick Grayson library, step 1, buy Dick Grayson, Boy Wonder.
Oh, actually, they are having a sale on it.
Yes, and it's a lot cheaper than those omnibuses. Thank you very much.
This is sweet.
So yes, buy the book, and then the book will put you in the direction. You want Golden Age? Do you want Bronze Age? Read the book. And then come back next time. Nightwing, Alfred's Return.
Same wing time. Same wing channel.
You get so hyped up, you're like, I'll say.
So fun.
Alright, so she said that. So hey, join us next time, Grayson. And remember, keep flying back in your original suit.